Hi, I'm Addisyn Kostzer from West Broward High School, and here is my documentary, No Plan. Hope you enjoy.
Shortcuts. Documentary.
I represent up to 30 artists, and I market and sell their work. Tampa has so many people that love art that we decided that it was time to bring on a really great gallery in a great location with artists that are very elevated. The community and how it affects the community and our focus on community is probably 80% of why I started this job. Art is a way for us to connect emotionally. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what you look like, what your religion is. It doesn't matter. What happens when you stand in front of a painting, in front of an artwork, is that you are all seeing the same thing, but in different ways. And if we can facilitate discussion and we can encourage you here as a staff to really lean into that, there's some really beautiful things that happen between human beings that wouldn't happen somewhere else, which is why the arts on every level, filmmaking, dancing, painting, that is at an emotional level where we will connect always. And it's why we need to keep funding that, why we need to keep supporting that. And in the community, the more interesting artists I can bring in, because someone say, oh, I don't really like flowers, I don't really like horses, but eventually I'm gonna bring in something that's just gonna you're gonna connect with, and we take that really seriously. And I believe that that's also how you unify a community. You do it at an emotional level. So we're really trying to reach out to local restaurants and local to try to bring community. I would love for everyone to know that Dean Street Gallery is where that happens. Obviously it brings color, right? You can see so much color, but it brings color because an example of that is I just did a show with a collaboration with another gallery, right? And he was just a remarkable human and so much fun, and he brought color to my life just having conversations with him, and us talking about representing artists and stories, and we were laughing, and it was so the color that brought into my life. And I believe that's exactly what art does. It's really about the people more than it is about the art.
I think I've always been connected with art. Obviously, as a kid, everyone draws and stuff like that. But I don't know, something about museums, just art pieces, I can sit in front of a painting for 2 hours and just feel at ease and a calmness. On that wall over there, there's a piece by Lance Rogers that we just got a few days ago. It's an abstract, it's blue and purple, pink, red. It's amazing. Usually I'm not a color person. I really like neutrals, but that is something that would be a dream to have in my house. I encourage everyone to come inside and look, kind of like a mini museum. No one's expecting you to buy anything. We just love to share what we have and share the art and share about the artists themselves. And it's definitely I would love for more people to come here.
So we just recently had a show about a month ago with an artist, Jewel Eklu from Ghana, and this was a collaboration I did with another gallery, which was in itself really exciting to be able. I don't represent that artist, so that's a good example. I represent 27 artists, but I didn't represent Jewel, but was so interested in his work and moved by it. So we had a show, and one of the paintings I connected with, and so many other people did, is a painting called The Plan, and it's a picture. I guess we'll take a look at it at some point, but it's a picture of a man just kind of leaning over a table, kind of deep in thought over some papers, and it looks like he's just kind of contemplating. And what's interesting is everybody can stand in front of it, and we would all say we we saw something different in that, right? But for my husband and I, when we stood there, what we saw was how you lay out life, like this is gonna be our, even at a young age, okay, I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna go on and do this. And the truth is that life doesn't work like that. Life is gonna throw all kinds of stuff at you. It just is. That's just life on life's terms. So to us, when we saw that, it was like, we kind of chuckled to ourselves like, oh yeah, right. That's the plan. That won't be the plan, right? And the bottom line is you just have to keep on keeping on. And that's what Jules' work was about. Everybody got that. It was about you just keep moving forward, you keep pushing forward, and just get to the other side. So that's what the plan was about to me and my husband, and we connected, which is kind of strange. Sometimes it's hard for two people to see the same thing. So we thought, oh, we love this painting, which of course now I want to buy it. So that's probably not good, but that's, I mean, for me, I have so, but I love this painting.